Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cultivate Europe, our first ever customer conference in the region. I'm Sachit Kamat, and I lead the product organization at Eightfold, and I'm super excited to be here with you today. Today, we're going to be talking about product innovation at Eightfold and all of the amazing things that we've been building behind the scenes to help you navigate this incredibly challenging environment that we've been through over the last couple of years. And in particular, we're going to be innovating with the Talent Intelligence Platform. We're super excited at Eightfold to have created this category over the last couple of years. And it is a category that we are seeing resonate really, really well with our entire customer base and all of the prospects that we deal with, particularly in the European region. With all of the changes that have happened around us and all of the people challenges that have come up over the last couple of years with things like work from home, and the ability to make people decisions quickly as the landscape continues to evolve, we are seeing that the need for a platform like this is more present today than it's ever been before. And so talking about innovation on this platform is really how we will be spending our time today. So if you think about the way the platform works, we are the first company that has actually been able to combine the authoritative data sources that exist within the walls of your enterprise, the data that exists about your people within your human resource information systems, your applicant tracking systems, your vendor management systems, all of this data that has been previously locked into your walls. We're the first company that has been able to connect this to publicly available user-generated content that exists on the web. Things like social profiles, things like the data that exists within census databases, as well as all of the information that's out there, things like patents, and combine all of this into a singular platform that unlocks human potential. It really gives us the ability to understand your employees, your candidates, and everybody else that you interact with at a really, really deep level. And what this allows us to do is build the AI on top of it to really understand what is the potential of the people that you touch and that you deal with every day from a talent perspective. And that is really the core of the technology that really enables you to make these people decisions incredibly fast and in a way that can best drive your business forward. We've been super active in the background building new use cases on top of this platform. So when you think about the combination of this data, the data that exists within the walls of your enterprise and this public data, combining it has made it possible for us to build use cases like talent acquisition, really thinking deeply about who are the types of people that can complement the workforce that you already have. And how can you continue to innovate and effectively bring the right sorts of people into your company so that you can drive your business forward. But it's not just about acquiring talent for the first time. It's also about retaining that talent and helping them navigate to the second and third careers at your company. And that's where our talent management platform comes in. It combines all of the data that you have collected at the step where you brought them into your company, and also then takes it forward into really understanding the skills that they're gaining on the job while they're working in various roles at your company. And that's what enables us to effectively create this singular platform for all talent that makes it possible for you to advance your company forward and really navigate this challenging landscape that we all have been going through over the last couple of years. But we don't stop there. We also have built a solution that not just focuses on full-time employment and regular employment, but also on contract hiring. One of the real aspects of the pandemic that has come to the fore is that decisions have to be made much faster. And sometimes it's actually easier to deploy contractors and flexible hiring for various sorts of business problems that you might face. And that's really where our Talent Flex solution comes in. It gives you the ability to take all of the power of the AI and effectively apply it to bringing in flexible resources for the right type of business need that you may have. And that's where our platform has focused on over the course of the last couple of years. And today I'm going to be talking about all of the innovation that's going to come next. So let's take a pause for a second before we talk about the future and just talk about the last couple of years for a minute. I know that the world has been through a lot and your business probably has been impacted at various levels as you think about all of the challenges that you may have faced. But the thing that is really important right now is that we are going through a recovery process. Economies around the world are coming back. In fact, just this morning, there was a report out that the US added over 500,000 jobs in the latest jobs report. And similarly, other parts of the world are starting to recover and really take into account what does it take to reopen and how can you actually reopen successfully. That obviously has a massive impact when it comes to hiring and retaining people. A lot of change is happening in our space right now, and you as a business have to really think about what does it take to hire the right people and how can you scale faster given the massive impact that your recruiting teams have taken over the course of the last couple of years. Scaling up without technology is obviously a very, very hard thing to do. And that's an area where we've been thinking deeply about how can we help you given the spike in hiring that is coming. For most of you, it's already here. For others, it is just on the horizon. How can we help you succeed? The second is that remote work and globalization is here to stay. Most of us are not working 5 days a week in the office anymore. And that is a reality that we all face today, which is every CEO and CHRO in the world is starting to think about what should their HR policies be when it comes to these new things that we've all discovered over the last couple of years. Many employees have become used to the fact that they have the flexibility. A lot of them may leave if you decide to take it away. And so how can we help you navigate that in terms of employee retention, in terms of giving you the right tools to succeed when it comes to, not just bringing in talent, but keeping that talent? That is something that we've been thinking about quite a bit. The third trend I want to talk about is this shift in the nature of jobs, right? If you just think about all of the challenges that the world has gone through, and if I just think about my own experiences as a consumer, I'm definitely consuming a lot of services online that I typically did not 2 years ago. And that is true for many parts of the world today. A lot of the jobs that previously existed in frontline, parts of the economy like retail, many of them are not coming back. And they've been replaced by different jobs that are, more supported by online services. So how can we help employers build for the future with the skills that are required for the future from the new employees that they need to bring on board? And how can we help them succeed and navigate through all of the challenging environments where people need to be redeployed and some of the previous skills that they had no longer apply in this new normal that we all find ourselves in? And then the last thing, which is, it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway, which is there is high uncertainty. We don't know when the next variant is going to hit, and we have no idea what sort of impact it may have on our economy and the economies around the world. And that is something that we all have to deal with. And one of the things that we think about is how can we help our customers deal with this uncertainty when it comes to hiring, when it comes to retention, and when it comes to all of the things that they have to do when it comes to building their businesses despite this uncertainty. So we have three strategic areas of focus that I want to talk about from a roadmap perspective that we've been thinking about to help our customers navigate through all of these challenges that they've gone through. The first one here is really using the power of AI to help our customers scale their hiring. The one benefit of AI is that it has the possibility to go through millions and millions of records of people, of resumes, of profiles, and crunch that data in real time. And so what that means, specifically for your business is the ability to go from, all of that data to the 5 or 10 candidates that you should be talking to for a specific position. If a human being was to do this, it would take them pretty much their entire lifetime. And I'm pretty sure that they have better things to do. So this is where we can really help. And so bring tools to the fore that can make your recruiting teams be AI powered and allow them to scale on the hiring side very, very quickly. The second thing is that we know that every business has been hit by all of the events of the last couple of years in very different ways. Your business is unique. The things that have been impacted are unique. Your people problems are unique. And for us as a company, the way that we can support you and help you navigate through all of these things is by opening up our platform and allowing you to build the custom use cases that you need so that you can navigate through what is to come in a way that is relevant to your business. So I'm going to talk more about this, but this is really an initiative on our side to open up our platform and give you the ability to innovate on your own, even if it doesn't make sense for other customers in our portfolio. And then the last thing that has really become a key here is the skills-based career transformation for all. What that means to us as Eightfold is the ability to give you, our customers, the tools necessary to navigate employees to the right place, to find new employees based on their skill sets, and really to understand their skill sets at a deep level so that you're not just building for the now, but also for the future. And so there's a number of advancements that we're making when it comes to understanding the skills of people and how we can make you more successful and your employees more successful and your candidates more successful. And I'll be talking about this in just a bit as well. So let's start with our first area, which is really about using the power of the AI for efficient hiring at scale, particularly important in the landscape that we face today, where hiring is starting to scale again, but your recruiting teams are probably not at the level that they need to be able to deal with all of this demand. So one of the things that we are super excited about is all of the advancements that we're making when it comes to some of the mundane tasks that a recruiter has to go through every day. Scheduling interviews, following up with the interviewers, making sure that they provide feedback, and then doing this all on a repeated basis every single day because they have a massive pipeline of candidates that they have to get through. Well, we are using the power of AI here to make it possible to automate a lot of these different tasks. Our interview scheduling tool can automatically suggest a set of interviewers that should be on a particular panel. Within a click, can actually get those interviews scheduled and put on people's calendars. And then when the interview is completed, we have the ability to follow up with the interviewers to actually collect that feedback so the recruiter doesn't have to. And all of this can be done both on a desktop or a mobile device. These are the kinds of advancements that it takes so that a single recruiter can actually do more with their time. And that's where we're bringing the power of AI in the hands of every recruiter to allow you to continue to scale your hiring in an efficient manner. The other thing that we are super proud to announce today is our Talent Communities product. And this is really about bringing the power of the AI and helping you create pools of talent. Because we know that some roles are the types of roles where you want to hire in volume. This particularly happens in Silicon Valley, where every software engineer is worth their weight in gold. And effectively, there are companies that are out there that are always hiring this sort of talent. So we're now building a product and taking it to market around the ability to create these talent pools, to automate a set of workflows for them, to nurture this talent, because it's not just about trying to fill a role. You're trying to fill sometimes hundreds or maybe thousands of roles, and you need to nurture this talent over the long run. So we have built the tools that allow you to reach out to them, to send them a targeted message, and to effectively convert them from passive candidates into someone that actually applies to a job at your company. And so a lot of these tools are coming to the market very, very soon. And we're super excited to create this community product and to help advance your hiring, not just for active candidates, but for passive candidates as well. The other thing that we're super proud of is our personalized career site. So there was a number of advancements that we brought to the market here, which is the ability for a candidate to go from simply uploading a resume to seeing all the targeted positions for them that are completely personalized to their needs as a candidate. Well, we're advancing this even further with the ability to have a logged-in candidate experience, one which takes a page out of drip marketing as an approach and actually gives a candidate the ability to create a profile, the ability to sign up for alerts, the ability to say that these are the types of roles that they're interested in. And the beauty of this product is that once a candidate applies for any role at your company, with the power of the AI, they get considered for every future role at your company that they qualify for. These roles are then sent back to the candidate in terms of email and other notifications so that they can actually engage when they're ready and be ready for the right role at your company when that presents itself. In addition to this, we can also target other types of content, videos, articles, about all the advancements your company is making so that you can always be in front of the candidate and really have that warm connection over the long run. So that's another product that we are super excited to bring to market. And then to tie all of this together from a talent acquisition perspective, we know that powerful analytics is really what you need. And over the course of the last few months, we brought a lot of these tools to market that give you the ability to understand your audience at an incredibly deep level, to understand the things that are working from a talent acquisition perspective, the sources that you're bringing that talent in from, and which are the sources that are most effective at converting into hires. We're launching a number of new dashboards here that give you that really deep understanding of your audience, of your recruiting teams, and all of the efforts that you're making to bring the best candidates to your company. So super excited to announce this capability as well. Moving on to our second theme here, which is all about powering mission-critical use cases within the enterprise. So again, just to frame this, it's obviously been a very difficult last couple of years in the talent acquisition and talent management space. And your people policies have likely been impacted in some way or fashion. And today, you may be struggling with some of the tools that you need to actually make sure that your company can support some of these new policies that have come up when it comes to hiring and when it comes to retaining talent. So we at Eightfold have not been sitting idly. We've been thinking deeply about how we can support you as you continue to evolve your practices and you continue to evolve as a company. And we're super excited to bring to market our developer platform and our app marketplace, which gives you the ability to use third-party apps in our platform and incorporate this into your use case in a unique fashion. So not only can you build these apps yourself, but we have over 30 partners today that are live in our marketplace that can effectively offer these apps to you. These are the kinds of things where you could potentially include communication platforms within our talent management suite that are relevant to your audience and really focus on the types of use cases that make sense to you. In addition to this, not only does it apply to our talent management suite, but it also applies to our talent acquisition suite. We have the ability to build in applications that are relevant for things like technical hiring. CodeSignal, for example, is a partner that makes it possible for us to run an assessment on software engineers before you decide to proceed any further within the recruiting process. And the best part of this is all of these applications can be installed with a single click, installed in your application, configured, and then effectively be ready to go. And within a few minutes, you can be up and running with running assessments and automating various parts of your workflow with the different tools that we've created. Another thing to mention here is that in addition to the 30 plus applications that exist today on our platform, you have the ability to build your own. Not only can we potentially partner with you and build these together, but we also have third parties that have the ability to build these for you in a custom fashion. So if there is a particular use case that you think of that is not supported in our platform today, we want to hear from you and definitely want to drive that forward and potentially take it to market together. The third thing I want to talk about, which I'm personally very, very excited by, is this whole transformation that is happening in our industry towards skills. The skills-based career transformation that we are seeing every single day. As most CEOs around the world are coming to the realization that they don't have the skill sets that they need to be successful in the future, and in some cases don't have the skills that they need to be successful right now, how can we help them succeed in this really challenging landscape? That's something that we've been putting a lot of thought into. And so there's a number of new capabilities that I'm going to talk about today. So very recently, we announced our Jobs Intelligence Engine product. And that is an incredible product that gives every company the power to describe all of the roles within their organization that are indexed with success. And these roles can be described using the skills that are necessary to be successful in a particular role. So going back to the technical example I just used, if you have a software engineering position at your company, you want to define all of the skills that it takes for someone that in that role to be successful. And not only can you describe a single role, but you can describe an entire job family of roles within the platform. The reason that this is important is that it actually facilitates, using these digital tools, internal mobility and transformation within a company. The thing with these roles is that many roles within an organization actually evolve very, very quickly. The half-life of a role has gone from 15 years down to just a few months over the course of the last several decades. And so as a result of this, roles today are a commodity that continues to evolve. And with the power of the AI, we can give you the solution that can make this a living description of the roles within your company. And this powers a number of use cases around external hiring, around internal mobility, around talent analytics. And so you can really understand what the gaps that exist within your organization, within a specific department, within a specific function, or at the company as a whole. So we're super excited about taking this product to market and to partner with many of you to ensure that you're ready to future-proof your organization as a result. Over the course of the last few months, we've also announced our Career Hub product, which is really part of our talent management module. And that gives every employee the ability to take control of their careers and effectively be able to navigate their careers by deciding the kinds of things that they want to do in the future, building the skills that they need so that any gaps that exist for career aspirations that they have can actually be filled. And this is a place where we can combine various types of content, whether it's jobs, whether it's mentorship, whether it is coursework or projects, and bring them all together so that they're all indexed against helping each employee achieve their career aspirations. We are continuing to evolve this product and take it forward in many ways. And we're super excited to announce that we have now launched this product also on a mobile device. And so the big advancement here is as the world has opened up, the fact of the matter is your employees are getting around, going to doctor's appointments, going to dentist offices, going to the supermarket. And if they have a few minutes to spend on career development or on learning, they can actually do that on their device now. So if it's a 5-minute course that allows them to advance their skill sets and to learn a particular skill that they really care about, that they're one skill away from being able to achieve another promotion or to get to another career within your company, that is something that is now possible on the go and on their own schedule. And we think that this is a product that will have a massive advancement in your overall employee experience for the employees that are trying to invest in themselves. So we're super excited to take this to market as well. And then the last thing I do want to talk about is that the same tools that we have built for employees, we have also taken to market for the managers and the HR business partners that are behind the scenes working to ensure that your company has the right talent and has the right capabilities, not just today, but also for the future. So one of the products that we are super excited that we've been beta testing in the background that we are ready to now take to market is our succession planning module. What this does is it builds on the power of the AI that I mentioned a bit earlier and the power of the platform that we have created and uses that data to surface the talent that you may not be aware of for any role at your company. It democratizes succession planning, which was previously all about executive succession planning and now takes it to any role at your company. So whether it's a junior role that is super critical from a staffing perspective, or it is the CEO of the company, you can now use these tools to really understand what is the bench that you have at your company? Who are the right people who can step in and take over in a situation where someone leaves or in a situation where another role opens up at the company. And that is the power of the platform, which is the ability to create these workflows, suggest the right people, and to staff these roles in a proactive fashion rather than a reactive fashion. So we're super excited to bring this product to market and to help you solve this really one of the most difficult problems at many companies, which is how to think about succession. Finally, to end here, and I want to share some of the takeaways from all of the things that we have covered in the last few minutes here together, is as you think about this evolving landscape that we all face in our business, probably the most evolving landscape that we've all faced in our business careers thus far, is that as hiring needs change and as hiring ramps up or ramps down, depending on all the uncertainty that we have faced, is that AI can really help augment your hiring processes and can help you really scale your hiring as the economy continues to recover. And that's what we are here for, is to help you navigate this with the automation and the tools that can make your recruiters be AI augmented. The second takeaway that I want to share is that every company here has been impacted by the pandemic in a different way. And your needs are unique, and we want to help solve those unique needs. And that is really where our app marketplace comes in, to help solve these unique needs for you by giving you the tools so that you can develop and extend our capabilities, extend our AI for the use cases that are relevant to you. And then the last takeaway I want to talk about is that, with everything that has been happening, that has been covered in the press about the Great Resignation, employee retention clearly is a CEO level problem, is a CHRO level problem today. And we can help you with some of the tools that I mentioned, which are really focused on not just about doing the right thing for your company, but also doing the right thing for your employees. So again, thank you for spending the time with us today. It's been super exciting to talk about innovation here at Eightfold, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your Cultivate.